have Mr. A, B, and C who are interested in getting married to me, but I'm confused on who to choose. Story time. Right now, I have three men who I'm currently talking to, and each of them has good qualities but serious concerns. And I'm at the stage in my life where I want to settle down. I want to get married. I want to be with the love of my life, but I don't want to make mistake. That's the reason why I want to know which one you guys think is the best option for me. Mr. A is handsome, but he's not physically my spec because there are some things that I look out for. But this man, he shows me care. He supports me in his own little way, and I always feel comfortable when I'm around him. We talk on the phone, we gist, we laugh. We're always on the call for 1 to 2 hours. It's like whenever I'm talking to him, time just flies and I don't even know. I find it really easy to enjoy his company without stress. And I can say that the feeling is mutual because he feels the same way about me. Mr. A is really serious about marriage. He talks about it often. In fact, he tells me every time that he wants to meet my family, and I'm the one who is just stalling. I keep bringing up one excuse or the other because I'm still unsure about him. Whenever I visit him, he treats me well. In fact, there was a time that I made some complaints about his room setup, about how it's not very well conducive. Listen, he actually bought things and he started redecorating. That little gesture from him made me feel like I'm respected and I'm listened to. But my concern with Mr. A is his living situation. Remember that I just mentioned that I told him to change some things in his room and he did. That room, gong 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 gong, is my problem. This man stays in a room and a parlor. But me, I love comfort. I mean, I'm not looking for too much luxury at this point. I want a little bit of luxury. And it doesn't look like this man is going to be able to afford that. I'm afraid that if we get married, I would have to move into this house. And I have a lot of personal belongings that I don't think they would fit in this house at all. Does not like bed frames and does not like mirrors unless the mirrors are covered. So his current mattress is on the floor. And that is how he plans to leave it after we get married. And he told me that after we get married, we're still going to stay in this house for at least a year to 2 years before we move to another space. Are we really going to move within a year or 2 years? So he's just saying that to persuade me. I don't know what is going to happen if I end up marrying him and I'm subjected to live in this kind of environment that I don't like. Tabi is a little bit handsome and it's a little bit of my spec, but this man is harsh. He's strict. I don't enjoy being with him. He's not fun to be with. Our conversations only last for 5 minutes whenever he calls me on the phone. He just says, "Hello, how are you? How are you doing? What's up?" And that's it. Cuts the call. Even if I'm trying to respond to see if we can prolong the conversation, he just hangs up and says, "I just called to check up on you." No conversation, nothing. We're literally having no fun together. If I ask this man for money, he would say it without emotions. I don't have, and I don't have. That is it. And I remember there was a time I asked him for something, and this guy blatantly told me, "Don't stress me." I don't know why this man is part of your options, although he apologizes whenever he speaks to me like that. And one thing about him is he keeps his promise. If he promises me money next week or next month, that particular date, he's going to fulfill it. He borrows money from me sometimes and he refunds it. But this man has never spoken about marriage to me. There was a time I brought up the marriage conversation, and according to him, he's working on something and he has plans for me. But he didn't give me details and he did not talk more about it. So that is kind of my concern with Mr. B. My third option, which is Mr. C, that is exactly my spec, the kind of man that I'm attracted to physically. He has his own apartment and he lives the kind of lifestyle that I want. He lives in an environment that I would love to be in. This man has everything in terms of looks and environment and comfort. But his own problem is money and consistency. He has never really spent money on me like that. There was a time we were having a conversation and he told me about how he lost a contract worth huge millions of naira. And I comforted him, I consoled him, but then I started to think, if you've handled this kind of money before, how come you've never spent like 5,000 naira on a woman that you claim to like? Does that make sense? He's very comfortable asking me for money. And whenever I ask him for money, he disappears. When he disappears for months. Later, he's going to come around, apologize, and we'll start all over again. You are just a fool. He's funny and fun to be with. When we're together, we talk, we laugh, we can talk for hours. But this man and I can go a week without talking to each other because he doesn't call. Yes, we text, but not every day. So that is kind of making me confused and giving me a little bit of mixed signals. So Mr. A gives me peace, it cares for me, it gives me comfort, he's ready to get married, but I'm not comfortable with his living lifestyle right now, and it's not exactly my spec. Mr. B looks like my spec. He keeps to his promises sometimes, but he's harsh, he's not fun to be with, and he's not emotional. Mr. C is my perfect spec. He's fun to be with, but this man disappears on me, he ghosts me, he doesn't provide for me at all, and he borrows from me. But let's not forget that he lives the kind of lifestyle that I want. You see, that lifestyle I ain't key. I truly want to get married. I want comfort. I want stability, and I want to make a decision. But I don't want to make a decision that is going to affect my future. A human being starts to put themselves in a situation where they have many options. Making a mistake is inevitable because out of your options, you can clearly see that most of them are bad for you. But you like the fact that you have many options. It is about how far for you, not about how well. You can have many options, but how many of your options are good? Honestly, I think Guy D is going to be the best option for you, but I don't know where Guy D is. Please advise her in the comment section. And if you want to share your stories with me, send an email to me at talktoperona@gmail.com.